I'm Dr. Kongsak Tanphaichitr of the Thai Buddhist Temple. I'll give you a brief introduction to the 4 foundations of mindfulness. Mindfulness of the body, feeling, mind, and mental phenomena. We start with, why do we need to meditate? One suffers out of one's own thoughts. And when we don't see this, you indulge in your thoughts, and greed-headed delusions sneak in with your thoughts. And this results in craving with sensual desire, liking and disliking of this greed-headed delusion. And that's become the cause of suffering, or the second noble truth, or second ultimate truth, as I literally mean. End up with suffering. But the Buddha stated that mind is luminous, but tainted with transitory mental impurities. That means that that's not the true nature of your mind, to have this biased thoughts, greed-headed delusion. They're only transitory. They're uninvited guests, mental impurities of greed-headed delusion, that home into your mind and end up with suffering and never left you. So unless you see your thought, catch your thought as it arises, your thought die down, so this greed-headed delusion can no longer sneak in with your thoughts. So there's hope. The Buddha gave us, prescribed an antidote, which is called the 4 foundations of mindfulness: being mindful on the body, mindful on the feeling, mindful on the mind, mindful on mental phenomena. Why? Why 4 foundations of mindfulness? Because it is basically a reverse engineering technique to catch one's thought as it arises. A person or life form consists of these 5 aggregates: a body or form. Form also includes sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, and thoughts that we perceive through the 6th sense field: eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and mind. End up with feelings from the contact, perception, see what it is, such as cookies and so on. Thought formations, that, oh, that's a delicious cookie, and so on. And consciousness, the mind itself is formless, but it leaves a trace behind as these 3 mental activities: feelings, perception, and thought formation. That's why the Buddha prescribed this, these 4 foundations, because we dwell in this 4 aspects of life. You meditate on the form, which is your body. Feeling, you meditate on the feelings. You meditate on thought formation, which is mental formation. And you meditate on the mind or consciousness, the 4 aspects of life. So what happened to perception? Perception is basically mindful awareness, mindfulness, self-awareness, that allow you to perceive things as, in reality, as they truly are, called sanya, pure perception. If you don't see this, it becomes biased perception due to your bias. And things become 5 aggregates of clinging as self, as suffering, instead of pure 5 aggregates. Even pure 5 aggregates itself, each one, form, feeling, perception, thought, formation, and consciousness, is just transitory, arising, enduring, and ceasing. Does not truly last long. So, and we also see the body, a person, as self. So that's why we cling to the 5 aggregates as self. The Buddha described as this suffering. He said, in the first noble truth, in brief, the 5 aggregates of clinging are suffering. That's the first noble truth, the first ultimate truth that we need to comprehend. to embrace it and see the true nature of things as they truly are. The four foundations of mindfulness has great benefit. The Buddha described it as this is the supreme path that purifies all beings. That one transcends grief, sorrow, lamentation, overcome suffering and unhappiness. That one understand essential Dharma, which is the middle path or unbiased path, and realize Nirvana, the unconditioned, the ultimate peace and happiness. Nirvana is unborn, undying, unchanging, unconditioning, ultimate peace and happiness. So how do we do that? Basically through self-observation, self-monitoring of the body, feeling, mind, mental phenomena. Do it with perseverance, self-awareness, and mindfulness. In Pali, this is called Atapi Sampachano Satima. You do that towards your body, feeling, mind, mental phenomena with this perseverance, self-awareness, and mindfulness. Why do we need to do that? Because it allows you to get rid of your pleasure and pain that we cling to, apicca and tomana. We subscribe to biasly because you don't see its true nature, and that because of feed your own ego or yourself, self-image hologram that does not truly exist, but you generate a self-image in your mind. So when do we do this? As it's stated here, it's perseverance 24/7. So you do it, the Buddha described it, to do it with day and night through this form of practice like we're doing. Informal practice and the rest of the time become very important too. Like when you walk, when you stand, when you sit, when you lay down, when you get dressed, when you eat, when you drink, when you chew food, taste food, you urinate, defecate, you're aware. You're mindfully aware of oneself. Aware when you go to bed, aware when you wake up, when you're aware when you talk, aware when you remain silent. So cover every aspect of your life. So you need to incorporate that in your daily living. So you can see every aspect of your life unbiasedly or through a middle path without bias. So do not anticipate, do not indulge, and do not intervene in what you encounter either through your body, feeling, mind, and mental phenomena. Do it with joy and bliss, not with suffering and pain. Just enjoy it. And through joy and bliss, it leads you from joy of pramod, it leads you to bliss of piti. It leads you to calmness of passaddhi, leads you to happiness or sukha. And then it leads you to samadhi or steady mind. Automatically, it's called Dhamma Samadhi. So you set up your mind with joy. It leads you automatically to bliss, calmness, happiness, and steady mind. So you gain tranquility or concentration meditation, as well as insight meditation through practicing these four foundations of mindfulness. And you gain inner vision to see your body and mind, name and form, and how things differentiate from ultimate truth and conventional truth, and so on. And gain insight wisdom that allow you to liberate. That's the Fourth Noble Truth, or the middle path that we practice. It allows you to see the true nature of things as they truly are, the three universal marks of existence. Physically, we are newborn and infant, adolescents, become a young child, adolescents, a young man, middle-aged man, old age, and death. Like another chapter of the book of your life, the book of life. Physically, you can observe this through the years of advancing age. So physically, you can observe easier to recognize, but mind is formless. It's more difficult to realize. But you, like I mentioned earlier, you can observe it through mental activities, leave a trace behind as thought and so on. So mindful awareness would catch your thought as it arises, or the mind movement. Not become slave of your thoughts anymore. You can see the thing arise, endure, and cease as a norm, physically or mentally. It's impermanent, imperfect, and selfless in nature. The three characteristics or three universal marks of existence. When you see the true nature of things as they really are, you come to witness selflessness or soullessness, which is only unique in Buddhism as anatta or sunyata, the emptiness, voidness. You might gain inner vision and see no self, no suffering. You might get disenchanted, discern, and liberate. Because it realize that every time you grasp hold of things, you become a burden to your life. You suffer through that. Become discerned or detached and liberate. Your mind is liberated by itself when you realize the true nature of things as they really are. That's the third noble truth. Nirvana, ultimate peace and happiness, the unconditioned. You come to realize that self is only part of in the pathway, like self-image hologram, when you interact with the environment, when you encounter with an object or things in the environment, it generates a sense of self in the act of knowing, which is the two steps. From the pure perception become biased perception, become mano sanya cetana, through the mind, through speed, vaci sanya cetana, or through action, kamma sanya cetana. So the self is not truly exist, but a self-image hologram. It's in the process of you interact with environment, you generate this sense of self. It's but illusory self-image hologram. So where do you practice this mindful awareness? The four foundations of mindfulness. Is it best place to come to the temple to practice, or at home or at work when you have free time? At home when you're more relaxed, or go to the forest or a secluded place? It can be anywhere. 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 The best place is anywhere with mindful awareness. Then you gain the most benefit because you're mindfully aware of your body, feeling, mind, mental phenomena. Every aspect of your life with pure awareness. See the true nature of things as they truly are. There's no permanent self. It's only a temporary arising of this self-image hologram that you cling to, that end up with suffering. So when you see things clearly, it frees you from biased thoughts, no longer a slave of your own thoughts. You come to witness the true nature of your mind, which is void and empty and unbiased, luminous, equanimous. Thank you for your attention.